Yo, this is your boy Oda coming to you with part 44 of the Crochet Basics. Grab yourself some coffee and let's go on ahead and get into it. So today we're going to be learning the Smock stitch. This stitch is pretty easy, but it can have some complications. Very good for pillows and scarves. So let's get to it. We're going to do a chain of 21. I actually am using a lighter yarn so you can actually see exactly what the process is, but let's chain to 21. And you know what? I'll see you at the end. Now that we have our chain of 21, what we're going to do is we're going to start from the second chain from the hook and do a single crochet. And we're going to be doing a single crochet row across the row. So make sure you keep the number 20 in your mind, okay? So I'll see you at the end. So I'm doing my last single crochet again. And then to continue, we're going to chain one and turn our work. Now, what we're going to do for this row, we're going to be doing another row of single crochets. And remember, the count is 20. Remember, the count is 20. Okay, so do another row of single crochets, and I will see you at the very end. And by the way, there is a familiar stitch that we learned that we're going to be using. So I'm doing my last final single crochet into the very last stitch. Okay, so we have our 2 rows of single crochet right now. So remember, you have 20. You should have 20 stitches. So chain one, turn your work. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working into this first stitch with a single crochet. Okay, that's 1 single crochet. Now, we're going to be doing an elongated or a spike stitch here below in 2 rows below. So remember the elongated spike stitch, bring that up, pull that up, and then you have your spike stitch. And then in the next stitch, we're going to be doing a single crochet, and then we're going to be doing another spike stitch in the next stitch 2 rows below. Right on below, there you go. See? So you should have spike stitches. So remember, you have 20 stitches. You should have 20 stitches at the end of the row. So this is row 3, so we're going to go all the way to the end with this combination. Okay? So then single crochet and then do another spike stitch and then keep on continuing until the end of the row. Cool. So we're going to continue this all the way along. If you've done everything correctly, you should end the row with an elongated or a spike stitch to complete the row. Okay, and then we're going to chain 1 and then turn our work. So there you go. You're doing great thus far. Good. Stop. Just stop. We just need to stop right quick. This part is very important. So you see these little V's right here? You have a half a V in the beginning, which is noted, but we're going to be working using those V's, and I'll show you how to do them, okay? So we're going to insert our hook again, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do a single crochet in the very first stitch. Then we're going to take that half of the V, which is the beginning of the V, and the end of the second V, and make a single crochet using those 2 to lock it in place. And then in the next stitch in between the V, you're going to be doing a single crochet. We're going to be taking the beginning of the second V and the end of the next V, doing a single crochet. Then we're going to be doing a single crochet after. And we're going to be continuing this all the way across the entire row. Sorry, I'm off camera a little bit. So we're going to be doing the beginning of the V, then the end V of the second one, and making a single crochet, and then ending with the single crochet. Okay? I'll see you at the end. When you get to the end, you should have 1 single crochet, and we're going to chain 1. Now, what I'm going to have you do is stop. Please stop. This is important too. So now we're going to be starting with an elongated or a spike stitch in the beginning. So 2 rows below. That's what we're going to be doing. 2 rows below, we're going to be doing our spike stitch. Great. And then we're going to do a single crochet. Now, I'm going to need for you to stop for a second. Just stop. You see these V's in the back? We need to make sure we're inserting our hook into the appropriate location, into the appropriate hole, to make sure that we're locking in on the V. So once we find that place, we're going to do a spike stitch into that V and then continue with a single crochet. And then we're going to look for the next V, and then we're going to do a single crochet spike. Then follow up with a single crochet, and then we're going to go all the way along. So you'll have to turn your work around a couple times just to make sure that you're getting the appropriate stitch. So once you get used to it, it's pretty easy. So just make sure you turn your work around and make sure you're inserting into the appropriate stitch. Okay? So we're going to continue this formation all the way across. I'll see you at the end. Now I'm at the end, and I'm going to do my last spike stitch using the V in the back and doing a single crochet at the very end to end out this row and chaining 1. And as you can see, all of our stitches are starting to line up and lock together. That's what we want. Stop. Just stop for one moment. We're going to be repeating the rows again. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working into those V stitches again, but using one of their posts in order to do a single crochet. So let's start out with a single crochet at the very first stitch. Then we're going to do another single crochet because we want to make sure that we're lined up with the first part of the V. So now we're doing our interlocking. We're going to grab those two, and then we're going to single crochet, then do it again. Grab the front and then the back V posts, do a single crochet, and then continue that all the way along. And you're going to repeat this until the very end, and then we're going to go back to doing the other way. Now that you're at the very end, grab the last 2 posts or parts of the V, and then you're going to end with a single crochet. There you go. Then chain 1 and turn your work. So you should have some spike stitches on the back, and then you should have a nice little fancy pattern in the front. Okay, to continue, what we're going to do is we had the chain 1. We already chained 1 already. We're going to be doing a single crochet, and then we're going to be working into those V's. Remember the V's from before? We're going to be working into those to make sure we're locking them together. So we're going to be doing an elongated spike stitch, and then we're doing a single crochet, and then we're going to find out where it is 2 rows below, and then do another spike stitch. And then we're going to continue this all the way throughout the entire pattern. Okay, so it's a little hard at first, but I would say this is kind of like a beginner / intermediate, but as long as you know exactly where you need to insert your hook, you should be okay. Well, as you can see, just work into those V's and make sure you're inserting your hook in the appropriate place. See you at the end. So now that I'm at the end, I'm doing 1 single crochet, and then I should be ending with a spike stitch. And that's 2 rows below, and that'll end out the row. Chain 1, turn your work, and then there you go. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and it's a little complicated, but you know what? I have faith you'll get through it. Follow for more.